Hi everybody, it's Terry Ryder from Hotspotting. At this business, every day we're pulling in information from a whole variety of sources via the internet and in other ways, looking for information that alerts us to areas that are going to do something a little bit special in real estate performance. And we're particularly interested in things happening in local economies, things that create jobs in particular, because that's the thing above all else that influences local property markets. It's not about national economic factors like the level of interest rates. It's really about what's happening in a local economy, which is why we have such different markets happening around Australia at one time, some rising, some falling. Now, just by way of example, the sort of thing that we're on the alert for, because we think that they're going to have a big impact on what happens in local real estate markets. The city of Ipswich in the southwest of the Brisbane metropolitan area, in the past it's been a very, very good performer on capital growth. It's the most affordable housing market in the greater Brisbane area, and for that reason it always attracts pretty steady demand. And it's also had pretty good rental yields because of the low pricing there and the relatively high rentals. So it's been one that's attracted attention from investors in the past. And perhaps up to about 5 years ago, it was the best performer in the previous 10 years in the Brisbane market. But now recently it's been through several years of prices not rising a great deal. And I tend to think that it's poised for another growth spurt. It ticks a lot of boxes, got really good infrastructure, high level of affordability, lots of major jobs nodes out there, good transport infrastructure, ticks most of the boxes that we look for, but kind of waiting for a catalyst to really push the market to another level. And I believe that in the last week, we've seen an announcement which is actually going to probably achieve that. And that is the announcement at a federal government level that a $5 billion contract to construct vehicles for the Defence Forces is going to be centred in Red Bank, which is a suburb of Ipswich City. It's a contract that's been awarded to Ryder, a major company that builds these sorts of vehicles, 211 high-tech armoured vehicles to be built for the Defence Forces. And there's going to be benefits spread right throughout Queensland, but the main area where it's all going to happen is an industrial estate in Red Bank, where the Ryder says it's going to build a military vehicle centre of excellence. It's suggested that because the contract goes for decades, that it's going to mean jobs for this area for the next 30 or 40 years. Initially, there's going to be 330 new jobs created, and it's going to inject a lot of economic activity and jobs, and therefore demand for real estate in the Ipswich city area. So I think this is the kind of catalyst that market's been waiting for. It's the sort of thing that we look out for when we're conducting our research to try and identify the future hotspots. Ipswich has already got a lot going for it. It's got a RAF base. It's got a major enterprise with Volvo, has produced 3,000 trucks for a range of clients, including the Defence Forces last year. So there's some seriously major industry happening out there, big jobs nodes, and this has just taken it to another level. Cairns in North Queensland, the Gold Coast, Maryborough, a little bit north of Brisbane, are all places that are going to get a slice of this $5 billion contract action, but the main beneficiary, the city of Ipswich, the suburb of Red Bank, where this new military vehicle centre of excellence is going to be created, many hundreds of jobs, demand for real estate. It's the kind of thing we look for, and the kind of thing that as people interested in trying to identify the good places to buy should also keep an eye out for with your research. That's it for now. Talk to you again soon. Terry Ryder from hotspotting.com.au signing off. Talk to you soon.